Hello everybody, and welcome to just a very quick little tips and tricks video, this time on one of my favorite perks in Ordinator called Lion's Arrow. Let's go ahead and take a look at that perk real quick. It is in the Archery tree. It is a fairly high level perk. I believe it is level 90, yes indeed. And what this does is it actually allows you to attach a spell to a fully drawn arrow shot from your bow. Now there are some limitations on what spells that you can add to this thing, namely that you have to be able to dual cast the spell. It cannot be a ground targeted spell like a rune or an atronach, and it can't be a self-targeted spell like say like a cloak spell or an ebony flesh spell. So basically, just offensive enemy NPC targeted spells. So let me show you real quick how this works. So when you take the perk, you're gonna get this Lion's Arrow power. And you can use this power at will. It's a minor power, so you don't have to wait 24 hours every time you want to use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and come into my hotkey menu here, and I am going to select Lion's Arrow. Now, the next thing that you're gonna want to do is go ahead and dual wield a spell that you want to add. It can be a spell from any of the magic schools, including, you know, illusion, which is the one that I'm using here. This is an illusion-based mage character, also specializing in archery. It could be destruction, anything else, as long as it's not self-targeted, ground-targeted, or something that you can't dual cast. So this here is the command spell, which is added by Odin. It basically turns any enemy NPC into an ally. So we're gonna go ahead and dual cast this bad boy. And while we're holding the dual cast, we're gonna go ahead and activate that Lion's Arrow power that we have equipped. There, now we see spell stored up in the upper left-hand corner up there. Go ahead and cancel the cast on that, and I'm going to switch back to my bow here. I want to pick something that's not very powerful so that we can actually see this thing in action. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and turn combat AI back on through the console. And let's do this. This only works in combat. Ah, see that? This is a potent combo. Now, the most obvious use for this is to, like, say, hook up a fireball spell or something big and loud and destructive from the destruction school. I find that using something like illusion to allow for a little more creativity in what you're gonna do with this perk. Now, every time I cast a fully drawn, well, actually, I'm not even in combat anymore because this guy is actually now allied to me. So yeah, you do have to be in combat. The command spell maybe wasn't the best example because now that he is commanded, he is no longer an enemy and I am no longer in combat, technically. There is a bit of a cooldown timer on how often this Lion's Arrow will proc the spell that you have stored with a fully drawn bow attack. Yeah, it doesn't actually specify a cooldown time in the description of the perk itself, but I have tried rapid firing these and it doesn't work every single time you fire the bow. There is some kind of internal cooldown in it. I'm not sure exactly how much, but it's only like a few seconds. You'll be able to cast this proc this multiple times every battle. So let's try a different spell here. As I mentioned, this works with any spell, even modded spells that meet the requirements. The requirements that you can dual cast the spell, that it is not a ground cast spell, and it's not a self cast spell. So this spell right here, Doppelganger, comes from the Forgotten Magic Reborn? Forgotten Magic Redone? It's the Forgotten Magic spell pack for Skyrim SE. I'll have the link to the description below. Basically what this does is it creates an illusionary copy of the target. And what I want to do here is actually go into the Forgotten Magic MCM and make sure that Doppelganger is actually tracked to show that this will actually increase your skill in these Forgotten Magic spells too as you cast them through Lion's Arrow. Okay, we're dual casting Doppelganger now. We're going to go ahead and fire off the Lion's Arrow power. There we go. Spell stored. We'll go ahead and cancel that cast. Go ahead and re-equip my bow. And let's go fight this giant here. Toggle combat AI back on. Oh, swing and a miss. There we go. You see that procced that time? Now, we have the giant that we are attacking with the bow, fighting his own version of this doppelganger ghost here. And you can see up in the left-hand corner there that our progress on doppelganger has increased to 37%. So you will be able to get progress in your modded Forgotten Magic spells here as this procs in combat. Now at some point you might decide you've had enough of this Lion's Arrow effect and you just want to get back to the good old days of firing off regular old arrows with your regular old bow and stop putting up so much magical screen pollution up there in the battlefield. So then all you need to do to disable this Lion's Arrow effect is just empty out both of your hands and then cast the Lion's Arrow power one more time. You won't get any visual or audio feedback on that, but now when you enter combat again and start firing off these arrows, you will no longer have that Lion's Arrow effect active. This works with all kinds of different spells from all kinds of different mods, even the vanilla ones. And I think that it has the capacity for a lot of great creativity. So please do share your ideas here. Share some of the spells that you've hooked up to this awesome perk. Give me some ideas because I'm always looking for cool stuff to do in this game. And I think this perk really opens up a lot of possibilities. So let me know in the comments below. Also, if you found this helpful, please do like and subscribe. I do put these videos out from time to time. I also have more comprehensive, in-depth build guides for all kinds of different classes. And I do a permadeath let's play every Saturday at 6 p.m. UTC on legendary difficulty, which is a lot of fun. So do subscribe, like, and come hang out with me on the weekend. All right, see you later. Bye.